So you clicked on this video to learn how to disconnect one of these. These are ratchet straps. We're going to get into showing you guys exactly how that's done in just a second. Behind me here I have a 1,200 pound 9-foot concert grand piano that is secured to this truck using ratchet straps, as well as to the piano board using ratchet straps. Now this is something that we use a lot here at Stumpf Moving and Storage. It is one of the most useful tools to secure cargo, but for those of you who are new to using ratchet straps, it can be daunting, and you need to figure out, most importantly, how to disconnect it, because that can be really tricky. We'll dive into it in just a second, but before we do, if you guys get value out of this video, if you learned something, hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more moving and storage industry tips, tricks, and helpful hints. Now let's get into it. Now I took a step to the other side of the truck here to show you guys this. This is one of our walk boards here. It is also held into place on the wall of the truck using a ratchet strap. Now our ratchet straps inside of moving vans use E-track. You guys can see on this thin yellow one here, that is an E-track connector. That is a lot different than this one here, which would typically go into a D-ring. Now these are the most common type that you'll find in a hardware store. These are what you're going to find at your cargo securement companies. The size and color make no difference. They're still ratchet straps and they work the exact same way. It's just how does it connect to your truck. So these smaller ones have a different load rating than these wider ones, such as this one that's on here. You have to make sure that you guys are using the correct ratchet for the type of load that you have. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to unroll the strap. Once we have the strap unrolled, we're going to work left to right, like we're reading a book. You pull this tab back and you hook it in, just like that. Give it a little tug, make sure it's seated properly. And then we'll pull it tight. We're going to push that spring back, hook it in, pull the strap tight on this side here, and we'll begin to crank, making sure that we have no twists in the strap. We will only crank it until the cargo is tight enough to be secured. You don't want to over crank it because these can damage the objects that you're securing. Now you're left with all this excess, and I like to take it, fold it, bring it across the right hand side here, and tie it out of the way. Now you guys have a nice professional load. The main thing that you guys have to keep in mind here is that it does not matter what type of connector you use. You could have a D-ring connector, you could have an E-track connector, you have something that I haven't mentioned here. It doesn't matter. The main thing you guys need to know how to use is the ratchet strap itself. And it doesn't matter whether you have one that's huge, one that's small, they all work the same way. Now for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, we're going to come in closer and I'll show you how to disconnect it. Now in order to release the ratchet strap, we're going to push back on the lever, we're going to open it up until it stops, and then we're going to push down until we hear a click. Now the ratchet strap is released, we can pull it out again, and now we can unhook it and release the cargo. If you guys need some ratchet straps for yourself, go ahead and take a look in the description below. We have them listed right there, along with all of the moving equipment you'll need to make a smooth move. Now I'm back on the other side of the truck, and I'm going to show you guys how we would disconnect this ratchet strap from the 1,200 pound 9-foot grand piano. Same thing, we've opened it up now. Once I've got to a certain point, we're just going to push. You'll feel it once it's at that point where it can't open anymore before it needs a push. You push, you hear the pop, and you release. That's it. It's very, very easy, guys. Now, if we want to tighten it back up, we just pull it tight again, and we ratchet it back down. Now again, to release the ratchet strap, all we're going to do is pull back on this lever, open it up. Once we feel it's not going to go any further, we push until we hear the click, and then we pull it away from the cargo. And now we can unload our cargo. Again, to tighten the ratchet strap, we're going to bring it up to where we need it. We're going to pull it tight, pull that lever back, and crank it down. And that's it. All right, guys, now you have the knowledge and hopefully the confidence to use a ratchet strap. If you guys learned something, if this helped you with your issues with ratchet straps, if it helped you learn something about cargo securement, please hit that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos about the moving and storage industry and some helpful hints and tips along the way. I'll catch you guys in the next video.